make the strings.
Dave, are you ready?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Welding it.
Just welding on Adam's crackdown pipe. Still having issues finding the correct front pinion seal for this thing. But yeah, so we have all these nice pretty parts and everything that's going to go in this engine, or on this engine, and we got these ugly valve covers and this randomly weird looking intake manifold. So I think the plan is I'm going to go ahead and yank off all this stuff, pull valve covers off, and then go ahead and paint. So I'm going to paint the intake manifold and the valve covers black, so it'll be all nice and glossy and pretty. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start yanking that stuff off. David's almost going to finish up over there, and then he'll probably help me prep some of this stuff and hopefully get her painted tonight. Tomorrow morning we should have this seal right there for the water pump, so we should be able to basically get the engine all together and cleaned up a little bit, and then hopefully stuff it in the car tomorrow. But we need to get this stuff painted tonight, and I don't know, I'm gonna start. Alright, so we got the intake manifold and everything ready to spray. We were initially gonna just mask this off, like this whole situation, but I mean it would just be kind of a pain, and it's gonna be black anyhow, gloss black, so we might as well just spray the whole thing. Just covered up the connector right there. I'm gonna spray and then peel this off and then clear coat over that, so it should be nice. Yeah, so got most of this stuff, the electrical connectors. I need to finish masking that thing off. David's masking off the injector rail, so we're gonna spray that black as well. He's just masking off the injectors and all the little fittings and stuff. I got the valve covers over here, got all the little nipples masked off with that. Lower intake manifold. Yeah, those things are pretty much ready to spray. I'm just over here shaking up some epoxy primer and some gloss, and some base coat black. So I am gonna hit these things with some clear coat. So. Alright, so got everything all painted very nice. Looks pretty good at least. Nice glossy black valve covers. I think with the purple and everything, that'll make everything look really good. The purple and the black, and then we'll probably maybe end up painting the turbine or the compressor housing on the turbo. I'm not 100% sure though. But yeah, that seal should be in tomorrow, so we'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get this thing like put together and maybe sitting in there. I don't know. All right, it is tomorrow, and we are back at the shop. David is getting ready to, or he is throwing the timing belt back on it. We're gonna see if he can get this thing in time.
The first time.
Get in time the first time. So we got the little water pump O-ring thing. The guy actually, I'm kind of stupid. I should have ordered it from Drift Motion when I did, but the guy just crossed the part number, Drift Promotions part number at O'Reilly's, and it came back as like a GM part number or something. So David picked that up earlier today. I got back here and I peeled off all the masking tape and all these things. But yeah, I think that that rail doesn't look too bad for just being a stock ugly rail.
Oh, you scratched it.
David thinks I should have painted it like silver or something, but
it would have been nice silver.
It probably would have, or if I would have like been able to anodize it, or
hides it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. But yeah, intake manifold looks pretty good. I think that turned out pretty good too, because I actually ended up like sanding it a little bit, and then I sanded like a little silver line around the edge, so it looks pretty good. But yeah, valve cover is all nice, or not valve cover, the water pump's all pretty. But I just like to take a moment and say that I'm having a good sob day today. feel like my Saab is looking nice and pretty today. Look at that. That's not a bad Saab day, huh? I actually ended up getting in a damn car accident yesterday. Somebody rear-ended my ass. We're just sitting there, and I don't know, there's this dude and he was kind of being stupid. You know, it was two lanes going one way, and like this guy was just kind of being weird and like lingering kind of in this weird spot. So I just kind of got up and around him, and then we got up to the light. We were probably there for 10-15 seconds. The light was getting ready to turn green, and all of a sudden it was just like boom, and I was just like, what the hell is this shit? Got out, and this dude's like, oh, sorry, my shoulder, and it hurts, and I wasn't paying attention. And I looked at my car, and I was like, oh, looks all right. And I was just like, whatever, I don't want to deal with this shit. But yeah, look at that. That was a good Saab day. So we got intake manifold all on it, valve covers sitting on there because we're still waiting on the new gaskets, or I haven't ordered the new gaskets yet, but so just sitting on there. David is getting ready to put in a new thermostat, and David, what? Jeez. So yeah, he's getting ready to put that on, and I'm gonna put the final touch on this thing.
And lose all the sockets when you do it.
Yeah, and then I still need to get a new oil cap too. Look at that.
Scratch it while you do it.
Scratch it. I'm not going to scratch it, David. Look at that. Tag a friend that would love a 2JZ in their S14 like this. A 2JZ S14.
Like this?
Even though you can't tag anybody on YouTube.
Like that?
Actually.
Hold on, which way?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
Backwards?
Yeah. Yeah, it goes like that.
I just want to make sure.
So yeah. Actually, YouTube has this new feature on there. It has like this little sharing option if you're watching on your phone. So you could like invite your friends and you could share videos like in YouTube, and then it has like a little messenger thing so you guys could have like a little private conversation and like talk all kinds of crap about movies together. But try that out. Give that a try. Show people this pretty O2J. Man, I can't believe how pretty that's looking. So yeah, I think we are gonna go ahead and try to drop it in or like set the car on it tonight. But since there's a little bit of grime down here, I'm going to go ahead and brake clean some of that stuff up, hit it with just some engine enamel just so it's kind of dark and shiny again, or at least dark and pretty. It's all cleaned up down there. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up, and then we'll probably get her set in the car. Alright guys, so we are installing these excessive manufacturing mounts. So it's pretty simple. I go in the furthest up and furthest forward bolts of the mounting points, and they provide you with all new hardware to put them on. And then this is the mount that we're going to be using. I believe it goes on this way. But yeah, so basically same exact thing for the other side. So we're going to go ahead and get the other mount bolted on the other side and then set it on the subframe. We already got David just bolted on the transmission crossmember, and I actually got the drive shaft from him today. So essentially this is like an excessive manufacturing like bolt-in solution. So we're running their engine mount brackets, their urethane motor mounts, extended shifter housing, the transmission crossmember bracket, and their transmission like mount as well as their drive shaft. So tons of excessive stuff. So make it easy to bolt right in. So on basically the driver side or the left-hand side of the motor, there's only one motor mount bracket hole that these will actually go in. So make sure if you guys do order these that you know what cross members in your car. So they have a S14 and an S13 set of brackets, and basically the only difference is this angle right here. So just make sure you order the right ones for your car. So we set the engine on the crossmember and got it all bolted up. Well, loosely bolted up so that we could still slide it around when it's on there. Anyhow, we're just gonna set it down. We kind of loosely used like a chain. We like draped the chain like straight down, and it got close to these bolt holes, but we'll probably have to stick a piece of wood under the oil pan and kind of negotiate it a little bit more. But yeah, should go right in. So yeah, the power steering is honestly like super easy in the JZS chassis thing. Drift Motion sells this little high pressure power steering line with the little adapters and to convert them to AN. So basically that just screws in right here. That goes right there. This screws right on, and then it has the fitting that goes into the 240SX rack with the little O-ring and everything on it. Figured we might as well do that right now while it's easy to get to versus in the car. So yeah, it definitely makes it really nice. Good to go.
You can't even tell. It's even on there. It's all black.
Yep. Got that nice coating on it, so it could rub on stuff and not get mad. Should we change the oil filter right now?
Oh, we should change that before we put the crossmember on.
We could put a little bucket in it.
Put a little rag under it. Yeah, probably. Let's do as much as we can before. Got some Oreos. I missed it. Redo it. No, I'm just kidding.
Check this out.
Got some. The other use for Oreos, floor dry.
We're gonna fill up a full row of Oreos with oil.
Yeah, we measure our oil in Oreo rows.
Alright, so got her all bolted in. Transmission crossmember in where it needs to be. Shifter line's pretty much right in the center, which is really nice. Got this is another Drift Motion piece. This is just a braided clutch line. Yeah, looking pretty good. David's getting ready to bolt on these HKS. What are these? The Supermax or the Hypermax?
SP Max.
Hypermax XP.
SP.
Hypermax XSP. But yeah, look at these HKS. Look how thick that shaft is on them.
Yeah, compared to all the other coil manufacturers, theirs is like.
Yeah, that's tight. So yeah, we're just gonna.
It's like a noodle, isn't it?
We're gonna lower it down and bolt the coilovers on and the wheel hub, so we could actually get this thing sitting on the.
Hey.
What?
Mr. Steal Your Girl with that girth.
Ooh. throwing in the drive shaft real quick. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah. Sorry guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I did a little live stream the other night and I did basically a burnout in the drift car. And if you guys want to be able to do that, with that basically that whole setup, be sure to head over to MotionAutoTv.com and get yourself entered for a chance to win this awesome 2JZ swapped S14. Like I said, or I've talked about a lot of times before, this is basically, this car is like the street car brother of this car. A lot of people might be curious like why I'm sticking with the stock ECU. So basically what you just seen is what happens to this thing at a drift event. Like, I don't know, and I've been doing that for like a season and a half with this whole setup, single turbo and everything. So stock ECU, stock injector, stock mass airflow sensor, single turbo, low boost, 12 pounds. I've turned it up to 17 on the dyno before and it made really good power. If you guys want to see those videos, check out the 2JZ Things playlist. But yeah, I appreciate you know, Xcessive Manufacturing working with me, and it definitely made this whole swap process like super easy. I mean, literally, it was like these things bolted right in, no issues. Tranny mount, shifter extension, and drive shaft, like all in one place. So huge shout out to them. Be sure to check out their website if you guys are wanting to do like a S13, S14, JZ. They make a bunch of stuff for Cressidas and you know, going way back to like SRs and VGs and things like that. But anyhow, again, MotionAutoTv.com, and I'll catch you guys either tomorrow or the next day. But I'm excited to get this thing running. Hopefully you guys are too.
But let me see you work this beautiful mind. If it's right, the stars align. Nothing can keep you from feeling mine.